Currently, this is the tank truck that's located at the village fire station. It's in the 1960s version. It's old. It does not function as a structural tanker. It is used now only for forestry use, and that's the only size tanker that will fit in that old fire station. This is the size tanker that we normally would purchase to be a structural firefighting apparatus and what we need to help our ISO rating to carry the amount of water, which is 2,500 gallons, to a structure fire. We also are in the process of purchasing a new engine to replace the engine at the village fire station. Unfortunately, with today's standards, the fire apparatus has gotten bigger. Apparatus won't fit in that station. So in order to get one to fit in that station, we have to have one custom built and will cost several $1,000s more just to fit in that station, and still will not give us the optimum engine. By purchasing walkers, we can specify a more standard stock engine that we will save literally thousands of dollars on, and in the end get a better product for it because we're not restricted in width, in height, and length. Virtually all of our apparatus that we currently own and future apparatus that we will purchase will fit in the Walker's Fire Station or the Central Fire Station. Again, this is the dry mill station, and you can see that it has 2 bays with outdated apparatus in it, and we can't move apparatus around to make a change on that. Dry mill station is still needed to house some of our apparatus. Future needs will dictate the possible relocation of the station further away from the public safety building for better response times in other areas of Gray. Possible joint station in the future with Raymond, New Gloucester, or Poland. By relocating the village station to the Walker Tire Building on the Turnpike Acres, it's basically a turnkey operation. Almost nothing needs to be done to the building to make it a viable fire station. We, over the past few days, have done some painting. Other than that, the station is up and running. We have housed the apparatus in there, virtually doing nothing to the building. This gives us several options. All of our apparatus in Gray fit into the building, so we can move apparatus around as needed. We can relocate units from Central Station should we need to, operationally, and eliminate the overcrowding that currently exists at Central Station. There is also plenty of parking for first responders to get to the station and park their vehicles to respond on the calls, whereas Central Station, the old Central Station in the village, has virtually no parking. This is a picture of what the new fire station would look like with the signs on it. It's built in 1995, has 2 large doors big enough to fit all of our apparatus. And that's just a bird's eye view of the Walker Building and the parking area in front, so we can pull apparatus out, work on them, maintain them, do training and other maintenance measures that we need to do with apparatus, wash them, and then pull out onto Turnpike Acres Road and then onto Route 100 without going through a traffic light in front of us. This is the current Central Station, and you can see that there's a lot of apparatus parked outside for an open house. All of that fits in this station, and in the next few slides it should show some of the overcrowding that we experience. As you can see, the apparatus is very tight together. You can barely walk down between them, and the apparatus on the right-hand side of the picture are actually located in between 2 bay doors. There is really not a bay there, and there's no door for it to go out. We have to move other trucks to get those trucks out. So it causes an operational problem. It's a safety problem for going in between the apparatus, the danger of getting hurt. And operationally, it's very difficult to maneuver around those trucks to go on a call. To come in, get your bunker gear on, and get into those apparatus is a real nightmare. And you can see that on the other side of the station, the same problem exists. The apparatus on the right are in a regular bay. The apparatus on the left are in between bays. Walker's Building will eliminate this problem, but those apparatus will fit down in the other station. Currently, the village station will not accommodate this. And this is kind of an overhead view of all the apparatus and apparatus and trailers, snowmobiles, and other things that we have for rescue that fit in the station now that causes our overcrowding problem. Many of this will be relocated to the Walker Station. Again, just another view of the overcrowding at Central Station. As you can see, it's virtually with the cones, it's a virtual nightmare getting across through the station. We have to maneuver around different apparatus, in between apparatus to get the apparatus in and out. It also causes problems for backing in and out, and during the day when we're short-handed, many times we're backing in by ourselves, so it definitely causes us some problems, and the walker station will eliminate this. Again, another view of how many apparatus we have here at Central Station. This is the village fire station. You can see the antique in the first picture and the two forestry pieces in the past that. And you note the ceiling height is very low. The apparatus barely fits through the doors, and that's all that can fit in those 3 bays. We do have the additional engine 1 bay added on in 1980 that we have our current engine 1 in, and even that is small. As I mentioned, we have to spec out a special truck for that particular door. You can see that it was never built as a fire station. You can see the exposed beams. Certainly not ideal at all for a fire station. Again, the doors are 9 feet by 9 feet. Newer doors are now 12 by 14 or 14 by 16 to accommodate modern apparatus. This is the additional bay that was added on in 1980 for engine 1. And even though it has some height, it's very narrow and short. 30 feet is as long as it is the depth of the bay. The new truck that we spec'd is 29 feet 6 inches, which is as short as we can make it. So we'll have 6 inches to spare. So we'll have to open up the overhead door to get to the other side of the apparatus. Just simply not a good condition. Basically no office space, very inadequate facilities. The heat is kept at very low temperatures because there's only one thermostat, and upstairs we don't heat. No place for the crews to have lunch or to stay overnight or to stay during a storm. And again, this is the picture of the new station, which would accommodate the office area as well as temporary bunk area and accommodate other apparatus. This is a little floor plan of the apparatus. You can see that it's a 40 of the apparatus floor at Walker's. It's a 45 by 45 bay area with 2 front bay doors, an office room, a day room, and in the back we could put our trailers, snowmobile and ATV hazmat trailers in the back, which currently are housed in between the apparatus here at Central. 45 by 45 foot bay area is quite large. This picture was taken with some of Mr. Walker's things still in there. It's currently cleaned out and is operational at this time. Again, the 22 by 22 foot storage area for our trailers, and a 22 by 22 foot office area for day room, doing fire reports and rescue reports, and for possible temporary sleeping quarters should we need an area to house people during a storm. Another picture of the office day room area. In summary, we desperately need more space at Central Station, the public safety building. The village is a serious safety issue. The village station no longer meets our needs. The Walker building accommodates several things: relocate the village station, eliminating the hazards and the shortcomings. All the extra units at Central will fit in the new station. Eliminates the immediate need for the $400,000 additional bays located at Central. Allows us to move apparatus around to better meet the needs of the community. A rescue can be located there, reducing response times. Will allow more room at Central for our housing and student living program. Will boost morale and assist with recruitment, which is absolutely essential for us to remain a predominantly volunteer fire rescue department. We have looked at